Alright mud lovers, here we are back on the Thames foreshore. We're going mudlarking today, which means looking for anything old and interesting once the tide has gone out on the good old tidal Thames. Now, hopefully we'll find a good few finds today. I'm with Jules and his dog Poppy, and together, let's get some luck in the mud. Jules has got a little something. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Just was looking up at me there, look, nice little find. Potentially, could be a garnet, or it could even be a ruby. I've just seen a piece of lead, little lead disc. It's on the other side. Oh yeah. Oh, Jules is over there having a good old scrape. And Poppy, where's your ball? Bring the ball. Go over here, come on in. Good girl. Oh, nearly. There we go. Right, now she's out of the way, I can show you this little pipe. Nice 18th century pipe. Some interesting staining on it. And also, look, part of the stain, it's got a little heart. Obviously completely unintentional, but maybe it's been in a fire or something. It's quite cool. Oh, you want me to throw it again? Okay then. This is what we're doing most of the day. See, Jules is clever because we go mudlarking and then I end up throwing the ball for the dog most of the time where he gets to do mudlarking. But how can you say no to that lovely face? Hey? Oh, Jules just found a handsome little button, didn't you, Jules?
Yeah.
Go on then, pluck her up.
It's just there, actually. Is it decorated or is it plain? Oh, no, it's a plain one. But the size of it.
Yeah, nice tomback button.
Nice tomback button. Big old button, that.
Gorgeous.
Goes in the button jar. Can't leave it there, can we?
Or if you break your trousers, you've got a spare
That's
button.
right.
There we go, look. Little musket ball. There's a couple of tiny finds here. First one, as you can see, is a big old pin. That's pretty cool. Tudor, and in the same sort of age, is a little lace shape. Yeah. Would have gone around the lace cord. Maybe of a Tudor gentleman or lady. Cool. I've just seen a piece of lead, little lead disc. What's on the other side? Oh yeah, lovely little trade token, lead trade token, beautiful. That's really pretty. I don't think I found one that design before. Happy days. Beautiful sun out today, showing it in its best light. On to the next find. Got a couple of finds here, guys. One's a little pistol shot. A little pistol shot, that's nice. And another little disc. What's on the other side? Oh, something on there. Yeah, some initials. Oh, looks like it might be an N or W, V, N, don't know. That's really cool, that's the name. It looks like a VM. It's like the name of the person whose establishment it was. As you know, these were issued when there was a short supply of short change. Vendors like publicans and butchers and bakers and candlestick makers all made their own coinage to make it easier for them to trade with. So very happy with that. There's two now. On for my hat trick. And another one. This is definitely my favourite spot of the day. Anything on the other side? Oh, it's blank. Would have been something at some point. There might be something on there actually. It's very worn. Maybe there'll be more. Keep looking. I'll give this one a clean as well. If there's anything on it, I'll let you know. Cool, must be more around here somewhere. Well, again we have another disc, not too far from where I found the other two. Hey! Another lead traders. Bloody brilliant. Similar design to the last one, a little cross and pellet with another little diagonal design. Oh, I love finding these. Bit of crud on there, but that'll clean up nicely. Fantastic, that's a hat trick. Woohoo! Yes, hat trick of traders tokens. Fantastic. So I just found this, and nice decorated piece of lead. I don't know if it's old, because sometimes you get batteries in this sort of similar shape and style. At the very best it could be a pilgrim's badge, but I'll take it anyway and see if I can do some research on it. Might be the edge of a pilgrim's badge, a very small part of one, or it could just be a battery from the 20s. Either way I'll take it and see if we'll do some research.
So this could be a fragment from a delicate medieval pilgrim's badge. These badges were given to Christians that travelled hundreds of miles as a token of their devotion, and many were offered to the River Thames upon their return. It's my dream to find a complete example one day.
Wow, could have found my 4th lead traders token today. It's definitely got something on it. Get that in the light there. Look. I don't know what that is. I'll clean it up and see if there's any recognisable features on it. It could just be a button, but there's a hole through it, which is interesting. It might have been used as a button, don't know, but it's pretty cool though. Definitely some detail on there. Might just be a little blob of nothing, or it could be quite cool. I'll take it anyway. Fantastic little find. Happy with that. Oh, Jules has got a little something. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Look at that. Oh, nice work.
Nice buckle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice pewterish Georgian shoe buckle. Yeah, definitely
nice,
a shoe buckle, isn't it? Because of the bend. That's beauty, mate. Well done.
It's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Complete. Well, missing your catch, but it's still lovely, isn't it?
Let's have a look.
See? It just shows you what's in here.
Oh man.
Yeah?
I love it.
Proper, isn't it? It's a good one. One for the collection.
Yeah, well done. Oh, I love a little bit of vestibule with the shape of a lion on it. Or a big cat. Sweet. Yeah, what a stunning little find.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah. That's lovely. Yeah, these have been hand cast. I wonder where all the moulds have gone for these. You know, they must be around somewhere, mustn't they? There you go, guys. Look. Just using this little scraper just to take away a few of these big rocks. And I found this nice little glass gem. Oh, what if it's a ruby? Ruby, 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 ruby. That's nice. Maybe just paste though, maybe just glass. Still pretty nice. Maybe part of a Georgian cufflink or something. Oval though. Georgian cufflinks normally be round. Yeah, it's cool though. So here we have another little traders. Lead traders. Some sort of design on it. Sadly it's a bit mullered, but still pretty cool. Yeah, maybe just a crosshatch design. I'll clean all these up and show you later. Oh, Jules' lovely Tudor brick, handmade. Yeah, 500-year-old brick. It's pretty cool. I just found this beautiful piece of sea glass. Nice blue colour. Lovely pattern. Oh, just looking in this little puddle, I think that could be another little lead traders. Oh yeah, nice little cross and pellet design. What do you reckon that was used for, Jules? Butcher, baker,
Yeah, butchers and
candlestick maker, a chandler. Could have been anything, but yeah. Could have been, yeah. I did actually make a mould of these once, made my own lead traders tokens, it was quite fun. 2017 I did that. Came out quite well. So there we go guys, another lead traders. I think that's 5 for the day. Fantastic.
Stick around because later I'll be making my own Thames tokens. But first, here's another trip out to the foreshore with Matt and Rock.
Alright mud lovers, here we are again. We're mudlarking on the River Thames, which means looking for anything old and interesting. I'm with this ugly mug today. Matthew?
I'm back.
You are back. We ain't seen each other for a little while, so can't wait to get some luck in the muck. Oh, interesting look of metalwork there, little washers. Could get an interesting little find or two. What we got here? A few pins. It's a big one. Oh, look at that, it's something gold coloured, most likely brass. Let's see if we can get it out and see if there's anything interesting. Oh, I think it's a lace shape actually. Oh yeah, it is. Nice. Aglet, medieval probably. Would have been used to stop the ends of the cords fraying or help to sew it in. Not gold, but brass. Well, that just was looking up at me there, look, nice little find, potentially. Could be a garnet, or it could even be a ruby. It's nice. It's got faceted edges, so it could be a little gemstone. Hey, it's Nick.
You alright?
How you doing, mate? All right?
Good, mate, yeah?
Cool. Your nickname's Rock, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you like things that are made of rock and fossils.
Like rock music.
And you like rock music.
Yeah.
I found something. I don't know what it is. I think it's a nothing, but I thought
Right.
that your expert eye have a cast over that. What do you reckon that is? It looks like it might be some sort of. It looks to me like a wee little jawbone.
No.
Or is it
I
toot?
would say jawbone.
I'm going alligator jawbone.
No, I'm going a bit of fossilised wood.
Fossilised wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be a bit of bark on the outside of. Yeah.
Yeah.
That continued round as like a twig.
That's a good
and
shout.
then you've got the bark on the outside.
Yeah.
Just with the ridges there. There's a line. Looks like it's attached to it. Looks quite woody.
Cool. Yeah, I think you're right actually. It looks so much
That's
like
my 2 pennies worth.
No, that's cool, man.
I could be wrong, but
I think you're right. It does make sense.
you get a lot of fossilised wood in the coal.
Yeah.
Obviously, coal being brought in.
Have you do you ever like keep your fossilised wood? Because mine just falls apart after disintegrates, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I might leave it behind because it's just going to turn to dust.
Yeah, I've got a couple of bits that have survived, but on the whole, yeah, you're right. They tend to fall apart.
Yeah. Maybe I'll leave it here. Let the Thames preserve it.
Exactly.
Nick's got first blood. Oh, that's nice. That looks good.
It's almost like a little bugle on the bottom there with the crown over the top. Or an anchor. Or none of that. An IV, or JV.
Little lead token. Yay. Beautiful. That's awesome. Yeah, IV, definitely make that out.
Could be an anchor, but
It does look like an anchor.
I've seen like a bugle crown.
No, I think that's an anchor.
I think it's an anchor, isn't it? Most likely to
That's
be.
cool. Great find. Yay. Nice one. Well, here we have a little piece of printer's type. I do love these. And it looks like a letter F. Today's letter is an F, or is it a T? It's a T actually. Cool. T for Thames. Patron, boys.
Oh yeah,
Wasn't it?
nice. The
Very nice.
Oldbury bead colour.
Oh, it's Roman.
Could be. That's great.
It's a beautiful colour, isn't it?
Lovely colour.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Ah, lovely cobalt blue. Put it on a little pendant, couldn't you? Cool.
If you look up Oldbury beads.
What are they called?
Oldbury. Willie John. You know that one that
Yeah.
Willie John had, the blue one. With the
Yeah,
white
that was
circles
Saxon, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah, I think it was Saxon. Yeah, that's like
Albury.
It was like little white bits on it, wasn't it?
yeah, little white circles on it. But that one's so rare because it still retained the hoop.
Yeah.
And none of them have been found with a hoop on. But that's so kind of similar colour.
Cool. Wow, could have an Anglo-Saxon or Roman bead.
Despite this bead having similarities to the Iron Age bead found by John, I've spoken to my bead expert Florrie Evans, aka Flowfinds, on Instagram. She found out that this trade bead is actually from Africa and called an African Dogon donut bead. It's wound glass and dates to the 1700s. It's certainly been on a journey.
Good old musket ball there. Nice lead musket ball. Big old thing. Probably 18th century. Cool. It's a cool little button. Dombey and Son, London. Oh, don't think I found one of those before. Put that straight on the Thames Buttons website. Nice one. Now, this looks like an ordinary ship's nail. Brass ship's nail. However, this is a bit unusual because it's got, on the underside of the head, the broad arrow. This means it was a military one, so it would have gone on a ship of the line. How cool is that? Wonder what this now would have been on. Pretty unusual to find them with the broad arrow stamped on it. Just about make that out. It's a good little find. Ah, nice little fly button again. What's that say on it? Oh, Limehouse. Get some nice little buttons up today. Matt's got some things he wants to show us.
Well, I think.
Dig deep, Matt, dig deep. You got
Right.
it.
I've got my specs on for this.
Oh,
Right. Tell me that.
yeah, it's a little toy wheel, isn't it? I don't think it's a ship's wheel because it'd have had spokes on the outside.
True.
I think it's a little wheel off a little car or cart. Blimey, you had good eyes to spot that. Yeah, could be a token, but
But if you look at the back, it looks like it's sheared off something, doesn't
yeah.
it? That's what I thought if it was upright, but yeah, you are right, the spokes would have come out.
I think it was probably off a little toy cart. Nice little find.
There you go. Right, only find.
No, is that all?
Sod off. I'm having a bad day.
Oh well, we can't win them all.
No, we've got, what else we got? Oh look, there's a key. Look at that, wow. Chub.
What'd you call me?
And a little, and a winder.
He's on a wind up here, lads and ladies. He has really got some great finds. He's just waiting for him to come up. Got some
Yeah.
lead type though. Got like a bit of coral.
Bit of coral.
It's quite sweet.
Decorated copper of some sort. God knows.
Yeah, a few lead type. There we go. Oh well.
Not our best day.
It's only it can only go up from here, can't it?
It can. Yeah.
Well, good old Nick, he's having a little detect and he's just come up to me and shown me this beautiful coin. Little hammered, looks like it says Elizabeth at the top. Although it's the wrong colour for a hammy because hammers are usually silver. I mean, this was a hammered coin, but let's see if we can identify it. That's unusual. It's so worn you can't work out what it would have said or what the bust was. There might be a bit of a crown there at the top. Definitely looks like it says Abeth. Cool. Well, we'll see if we can ID that and let you know.
So this is quite a rare Irish copper penny from the reign of Elizabeth I. This coin was minted in or around the year 1600.
I think on that there's a button.
You got there.
It knocks
Oh yeah, that's all right. Nice little pewter Georgian button.
Did you get that? Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Not to be sniffed at. Yeah, probably 1700s. That's all right. Yay!
So there we go, mud lovers. Matt finally found something. Nice one, Matt. No one leaves the foreshore empty-handed. Anyway, often when we leave the foreshore, I feel inspired to do something with my finds, maybe upcycle them, or at least research them and clean them and all that stuff. And the lead tokens are no different. I love these lead tokens. Each one started life as a blank canvas, and each one has been handcrafted using crude tools to create the kind of thing that you'd expect to see in the business that it was used in. For example, you've got wine goblets used in the past, you've got anchors maybe used on the river, and all sorts of different types of tokens. Interestingly, a couple of mine, one of them features, I think it features a head. Now what do you think? Looking at it from that angle, it looks like there's head and shoulders and some eyes and like a beard, a goatee beard, and maybe some like long curtainy type hairstyle and something on the back of his head. I'm thinking it might even be Jesus, who knows? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And the other tokens are really cool. There we've got one with the cross hatch and the cross and pellet, and one that's a mixture of both. Another one here is a beautiful little flower, so delicately made. And this one probably was a star, but it's been a bit broken. And of course, some of them are initialed. So this one is probably a VM. So now I'm feeling inspired to make some lead tokens of my own. I have done it in the past using lead, which is a bit of a daft idea because lead's poisonous. So now I'm gonna make it using copper. Anyway, let's go and see what we can make. Well guys, you've seen those lovely lead tokens, and now I actually want to try and make one. Now in the past I have made them, but using lead. The trouble with lead is it's highly poisonous, so I don't really want to recommend using that to the vast majority of people. What I do want to recommend is trying to make it using copper clay instead. Wendy kindly gave me this to play around with, and it's been sitting in a drawer for a while, so now I really want to get going and use this cool stuff to try and make a little token. So my rough plan is I need to create a mould first. Now back in the day they would have taken a bit of sandstone, sanded it flat and probably carved into the sandstone very crudely, and then poured the molten lead into channels so that it would fill up the mould, and then they would create sort of 6 at a go and be able to mass produce them really quickly. So we don't need to do that today. We don't need to mass produce them, and we don't really want to use lead. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use some British air drying clay and create a mould in there that I can then let go hard, and then we're going to push some of this clay in later on. Then when that goes hard, we're going to burn it, or I don't know, heat it up using this little heat gun here, and then we'll brush it off, and it should be a pretty cool little coin. And if it works successfully, I'll make a few of them and maybe even put them on the Etsy store. I've only got 50 grams, so I'm going to make them quite thin, but that doesn't really matter because the design I think will hold up. So I was thinking about what design to do. I've done a skull before, and to be honest, skulls in this current climate aren't really that joyful, but I thought I'd share a bit of love and do a heart. Just keep it basic for now, see how I get on, create maybe a heart with an arrow in it, and yeah, try it out and see what happens. I might add some other flourishes as I go along, but I've never done this before, so I don't want to go a bit too far beyond my means. So we're going to create a negative in here, similar to what they would have done back in the post-medieval times, but instead of having to grind it in, I'll just carve it into the clay, let that go hard, and then push our new clay inside that, pop it out, heat it up, hopefully that'll work. Anyway, let's chat in more crafting.
So I just put in this little case just so I can move it around if I want to, like turn it around easier. And so once that's pretty flat, and then the air bubbles are out, it can all be sorted later. So this is the basis of what would have done. They would have had a piece of, so back in the day they would have had a piece of stone and carved their coin shape into there. So just got an old 10p just to get me started. Do your queen side down. Gives me a nice basis then to work to. That should do. Sorry, Mum. So let's think about this. They have cross hatches, they had cross and pellets, and I think I have seen a heart one before, but we're going to go with that heart design, and just going to see what sort of shape. This is just a thing I use to inject the chickens. That's not a bad little shape. If I do that, can that be padded down? Just testing to see how it would look. Yeah, okay, we'll go with this one for now. So we're going to go heart with an arrow through it, but obviously it's going to be the other side when it's done. So usually, where do the hearts normally go? Do we normally go that way? We normally go that way. No. Well, now I'm going to do the heart with the arrow. I mean, normally they go any old way they do, with the hearts and the arrows, but it's going to be flipped, don't forget. So what we'll do, we'll start with the arrow going this end up here, I think. Just going to draw it roughly. Maybe I'll put an initial on it as well. I'll put ML for Mud Lover, maybe. So backwards it'll be and an M there. Cool. Right, tokens are very simple, so thankfully this design is quite simple. I'm just going to go in and give it a bit more depth, and then wait for it to dry, and then we'll try the next fun bit. So this is the first one done, nice and simple. I'm going to let it dry and then probably just pat it back a little bit just to smooth it off. But yeah, can't wait till tomorrow when that's dry and we can do some impressions from it. So I've got another one on the go, and this time I want to do Tower Bridge. I've done some postcards in the past of Tower Bridge. I think it's such a wonderful building, but it's going to be quite simple, so I'm going to have to really simplify it. So yeah, let's give it a go. Do a bit of foreshore. We'll do me in the foreshore there. Right, that's the rough idea. Gonna get a bit closer now off camera and get it looking a little bit better. Well, here's the next one. Good old Tower Bridge. It's hard actually. You really got to make very simple strokes. You can't go too detailed. It just won't show up, I don't think. So what we've got here is obviously the bridge there, the river with a little boat, a little figure on the foreshore. So yeah, let this clean up, and then tomorrow we can do some positive casting, hopefully. So the final one I'm going to do is a trowel, because a lot of the traders use something associated with what they do. I do mudlarking, and I'm going to do a trowel. And I'm also going to use the cross and pellet design in the background as a nod to the history that we find. So let's give it a go. Right, so that's the rough trowel. So in the background I'm going to be doing a cross And then where there's room, pellets. Maybe just there. Excellent. Right, clean it up, go a bit deeper. Job done. So here we have our 3 moulds, and I've just opened this art clay in the copper colour. So I'm just going to cut a little piece out here, mould it into a little disc shape and push it into one of the moulds. Wish me luck. Just going to manipulate it a little bit just to soften it up. Feels kind of good. Here's my shape, hopefully it will come out as well as it goes in. Now remember, this is going to be, I want it to be a little bit crude, so it hasn't got to be perfect. Maybe all day otherwise. So looks a nice little size there, nice width. I thought about putting like Vaseline in there or something, but I was worried that maybe it would contaminate it a bit. So I'm going to trim it down later as well, I think, but just try and push it in there so it gets in all the cracks. Seems to be releasing okay. I expect there to be a little bit of white residue in there from the plaster or from the clay. Right, and she's out. Oh wow! How cool is that? Right, well, I'll tidy that up and then let it dry, and then we'll fire it. I've got to do these two as well, but I'll show you that quickly. I'll just show you the reveal rather than going through the whole process again. Yeah, really happy with that. Mud Lover ML on the side. I can't wait to fire that and clean it up. I like the dots around it as well. Gives it something a little bit unique. Not bad for a first go, eh? Right, time for the second one. You ready? Hey, look. Nice trail. Across some pellet. That little pellet didn't come out quite as well as I wanted, so I might have to just add a little bit there. But didn't push it down quite enough in that little area. But we live and learn, but I love it. Finally, good old Tower Bridge. Looks a bit of a mess this way around, but I'm hoping it will look better. Positive. Right, she's free. Tower Bridge. There you go. Not bad. Pretty cool. Got the she's got the bridge there. A little bit of foreshore. Me as a dot. A little boat making its way up the river. It's got a lot of chalk clay in there that I'm not going to remove just yet because I think I'll just ruin the design. So I'll see how it burns off later, and then it will clean hopefully. Yeah, excellent. So I might have to just tidy these edges up a tad, although I kind of like them crude. I'm tempted to leave them as they are. Shows that they've been handmade. Bit of fun. So now we have to wait a couple of hours for these to go hard, and then I can use the old torch to get them up to nearly 1,000 degrees, I think it is, to cause that chemical reaction and turn this clay into a copper token. So I thought what I'd do is sign them. I'm going to stamp in the reverse sci-fines using these metal stamps. Oops. Here we go, sci-fines. Well, this is the following morning, and they've dried out nicely. You can see they're quite firm now. I decided not to do any extra fettling or anything to make these super smooth because I like the fact that they're crude. They've been made in a similar format to how they would have been made all those years ago, but instead of making them out of lead, obviously made out of copper. So all that's left to do is to fire them, which is the fun part, using a torch. So I've spoken to Wendy, she's given me some pointers on this, my jewellery friend, and later on we'll have the results of that competition, so stay tuned for that, I haven't forgotten. And so what we're going to do now is just fire this for about 5 minutes, so hopefully it'll go glowing red. Anyway, here we go. Almost burnt my camera. That's looking good. I think it's glowing red. You can see that now. So apparently I've got to do this for 5 minutes, and I'm just done my first minute. So see you at the end. Well, I had to upgrade to this beast, the Superfire 2, which Steve gave me, because my other one ran out of gas. But that seems to make a very short job of it. So we need to now quench it in some water. So I think it's done. It went really red hot for a while, so I'm just going to clean it and see what happens when I give it a little bit of a scrub. I'm just going to try a fiberglass pen on it first. There we go, actually it's working straight away. Oh wow. Yep, it's definitely cleaning up nicely. See the copper coming through there. Clean the back a bit. Wow. Using just a bit of wire wool here. Yeah, hey, look at that. Little brass wire brush here. Well, it passed the drop test. Looking good. It's got a little coating of brass on it now, so I just need to wash that back, do the others, and yeah, should be done. Well, it's looking superb, even if I say so myself. It's yeah, beautiful copper colour. I don't know how well it's coming up on camera, but yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. Hard as a rock, and shiny like a new penny. I love it. I might sort of tint it back a little bit. I might smoke it a little bit. See how I feel when they dry. But yeah, these are amazing. And if you like these, I'll put a few on Etsy. See how they go, and I'll make them to order. So you can buy the whole collection or just buy your favourite one. I really like the heart one actually. It's quite simple. Just goes to show you that the more simple the design, the better it looks, I think. But anyway, can't wait to fire the others and show you what they look like. Just as an example, look at the difference. Look at the shrinkage. It's probably about, they do say 10%. So yeah, fantastic. Right, there's a difference. Look, do the others now. I'll show you what the end result looks like. Well, I think this one's cracked, guys. I don't know why that's done that. I feel it's going to be ruined, this one. So last look at it before it goes. I might have to make another one, but I haven't got time for this week. But Tower Bridge will have to wait another day, I think. That's a shame. Yeah, I don't know why, but it's split right down there. Maybe I got it too hot too quickly. Started using the big beast here, and I reckon there might be too much heat. I did it quite slowly though, but who knows? Oh well, that's a fail. Can't win them all. Well, I sort of balls this one up as well. I went too hot, went too red. I think I turned it into liquid. But you live and learn. I think this is the back, because I'm not sure what the other side's like. Oh, the other side's cool. Alright, it's just the side with my name on. Well, I've gone and made a couple more of the Tower Bridge token. So now I'm going to see if we can get a better result than last time. So with some trial and error, and despite Tower Bridge falling down a few times, I managed to get some great tokens from this process. If you fancy one, please check out my Etsy store, links are in the description below. And if you want to try using copper clay yourself, I highly recommend it. I'll put a link in the description below where you can buy some yourself. It's the moment you've been waiting for. It's the results of the competition. Thank you for entering, everyone. I'm now going to do a draw based on the random comment YouTube predictor website. So I'll put in the URL. I'm going to tick filter duplicate users, include replies to comments as well, and put in the hashtag shared, which you guys have typed in to enter the competition. So let's see how many people have entered the competition. 894 of you guys. Well, thanks everyone for entering, and I wish you all the best of luck. So this is for the beautiful brooch. Good luck, everyone. Well done to Darcy Lamble. She says, love the little tea strainers, such a pretty little item. Trying to think of how a person could repurpose that. From wintry Alberta in Canada, love what you do and look forward to Sunday morning adventures with you and your gang. Hashtag shared. Congratulations to Darcy. Please send me an email on the address below and I'll get your prize out to you. Now for the next prize is that beautiful marble pendant that Wendy made. Good luck, everyone. And congratulations to Sandy Lee. They have written hashtag shared. A person, a few words there. So thank you all for entering, but don't worry if you didn't win, there'll be more competitions coming up. So subscribe if you haven't done, give the video a thumbs up as well, and I'll see you on the next Mud Venture. See you later, Mud Lovers.